Welcome to Lesson 7 in Unit 20, What Energy Does. Students will answer the question, how can we choose the best simple machine for the job? In the previous lesson, students discovered the variables that affect the work and learned about the different type of simple machines. In this lesson, students will become more familiar with different types of simple machines that help make work easier. Students will be able to evaluate a project to determine the simple machines needed to complete the project. They then work as a group to design a plan to solve a problem with simple machines. In the Engage portion of this lesson, show students the odds and ends, pages 12 and 13, of the I Spy book by Jean Marzullo, or view the image located here on the slideshow. Have students work in groups to identify as many simple machines they can and how these machines make work easier. Ask students, what different problems can you solve with these simple machines? Have students brainstorm some ideas, but explain to them they will spend time later developing an answer to this question. In the Explore portion of this lesson, refer students to Simple Machine Cards sheet on student page 26. Select card 44, the hammer, from the Simple Machines cards deck and pass it around while you project it. Then model how to answer the questions for card 44 using the answer key in the teacher pages. If necessary, model another card for students with them supplying possible answers and discussing them as a class. It is recommended to model cards 37, drill, 18, the merry-go-round, 10, the flagpole, 27, slide, and 19, the pushpin. Next, put students into groups and give each group of students 4 to 5 cards. Ask them to answer the 3 questions about their cards by filling in the table on student page 26. At this point, students just need to understand that simple machines change the amount of effort force and/or the direction of the force. In the Explain portion of this lesson, have students turn to the For Creative Minds Simple Machines page in the back of the Fort on 4th Street book. Have students read the description of each simple machine. Students should take time to fill in the third column, How does it make it easier to do work, of student page 24. Once students are finished, have groups brainstorm answers to the fourth column, What other problems can you solve with a simple machine? Encourage students to be as creative as possible when trying to solve this problem. If time allows, have groups share out their answers. Guidance can be found in the teacher pages. In the Elaborate portion of this lesson, student groups will think about the spaces they interact with daily, their house, their school, the playground. They should think of something they could build to solve a problem within that space. For example, it is hard to get to the bus stop in the winter because it is down a steep hill. I can build stairs or a ramp to make it easier to get down the hill. To build the stairs or ramp, I would have to clear the area of trees and plants. The simple machines I can use to prepare the area or build the stairs or ramp might be an inclined plane or a pulley. Circulate the room and ask students these probing questions. Distribute graph paper to student groups and have students divide their graph paper into 3 horizontal sections. In Section 1, have students draw their proposed design. In Section 2, have students list what they need to do to prepare the location to build their solution, such as cleaning or moving things, and the simple machines they will use to complete that task. In Section 3, have students list what they need to do to build the solution, like cut wood or screw wood together, and have them list the simple machines they would use to complete those tasks. Next, students should then do a gallery walk to see other groups' plans. As they visit other groups, they should ask questions about other groups' models or propose another way for the groups to complete the tasks. Simple machines are quite old. They were even used to build the Great Pyramids in Egypt. Show this picture for scale. Be sure to point out how small the people are compared to each stone block. Explain that the Great Pyramids are made of large blocks put together. To integrate reading, Have students read the Wonderopolis article, Who Built Egypt's Great Pyramids? In the Evaluate portion of this lesson, students will complete the Building Structures Evaluate found on student page 27. Have students evaluate their drawings using the scientific drawing rubric found in the student and teacher pages. Consider discussing these optional questions with the class. Tie back to the original unit phenomenon video from Lesson 1 and see how student thinking has changed. If you would like to extend this lesson, students can build models of their plans using the materials provided in the kit and additional materials such as cardboard that you would supply. By the end of this lesson, students will be able to evaluate a project to determine the simple machines needed to complete the project. This lesson gives students practice finding simple machines to make jobs easier to do. They will use these ideas in the next lesson as they use models and data to support the idea that simple machines reduce the force needed to accomplish a task.